We would not be giving local police departments who are undertrained a tank if we didn't give the military too much money to have extra damn tanks lying around to begin with. These are systemic problems. They do not go away by changing a tactic. They do not go away by banning a chokehold. They do not go away by tweaking $1 million in a budget. They come with wholesale change. Every night, police are actively charging groups of peaceful protesters. We just had an unconscionable attack last night. We're now seeing tactics, and we're hearing reports of tactics where we have protesters. And, I think about so much of this moment has also brought me into flashbacks of Standing Rock. And I think one thing that was just so important is that in Standing Rock, no, we did not call each other protesters. We were protectors. And that's who you are. If you are out there in the street right now, you are a protector for Black lives. If you are out there disciplined, listening to Black-led organizations and activists out on the front line, giving your treasure, your blood, your purse, any of it, you are standing up as a protector right now. And that's why we can't stop with people saying that the answer to this is some retraining. I am not down right now. And I don't have patience right now for people to think that this is going to be a tweak around the edges type of situation. This is going to take tough, bold, political sacrifices. Let's also talk about how the federal government enables the injustices that are happening on the ground. One, we've got qualified immunity here in the United States of America, and that also is subject to federal jurisdiction. What does that mean? That means that if you're a police officer, or if you are any other, if you are not just police, but a large range of public officials, you have immunity from being held accountable for wrongdoing, including constitutional violations, which means when you create two tiers of the law, you cease to have a rule of law. Because when you start holding different people to different standards of accountability for the same crime, we start to erode the rule of law. We start to create an abutting form of second-class citizenship. And we also begin to write injustice into the law. So we need to get rid of qualified immunity. I'm proud to have co-sponsored legislation to repeal it. We also, another thing that we need to see, and I think this is something that we saw it in Ferguson especially, but we've seen it across the country. The militarization of our police is enabled by the federal government. And I want everyone to draw a direct line between our police budget and our defense budget here in the United States of America, because we would not be giving local police departments who are undertrained a tank if we didn't give the military too much money to have extra damn tanks lying around to begin with. And so the same budgetary injustices. Now, Martin Luther King, he said, budgets are moral documents. They show what our priorities and commitments are as a nation and as a society. And the same problems that we are seeing on a city council level and on a city level, which are, you have an entire city budget and half of that budget goes to policing and a shred to education, a shred to mental health services, a crumb for hospitals. That is mirrored on the federal level. It is in the image of its creator. And what you see in the federal budget is a complete outsized military budget. And again, a crumb for education, a crumb for the actual investments that can prevent conflict to begin with. And so when we talk about our issues with policing, I want people to really understand that this has actual consequences on the federal level.